Tempest. So I kept Tempest and put this one up for sale. I'm sorry, man, if it's a little jiggly. It's really hard to do this. I'm doing my best to hold it against my chest here. Try to hold with my left hand and play with my right. A little more stable that way, I think. I at least want to get up to banana stage. No, I wasn't even paying attention. I'm actually not this bad. Oh man. Well, anyway, I think you can see that you know, everything works really well. Since I put in 2 credits and only hit 1 player, then it subtracted the 1 credit there, and it's down to 1. And it'll sit like that until you play it. And that's what I was saying. It's like, you know, a lot of times people put a credit in, let it sit there. If you leave the game on, it will burn that image into the screen. You know, if you just leave it sitting there. Well, not in like a day, but you know, it takes a long time. But it doesn't have like a screensaver like a modern computer. Same with this game. You know, it's been sitting here looking like this the whole time. Whereas if there's no credits in it, it'll actually, you know, kind of go around to different scenes or whatever. But for this game, you just push the weapons van button. I think I had a pretty good video though. That's a reflection of the light bulb above me. You know, this thing works really well. And the lights, you know, lights all come on depending on which weapon you have, and so on and so forth. But I did want to show you something else on Spy Hunter. This is called an MCR game. It's MCR by Bally Midway. It just stands for basically the power supply style. So like Tron, Tapper, Two Tigers, Spy Hunter, they all use roughly the same kind of setup here with the power supply and the boards and whatnot. And if you ever have an issue with the ribbon cables are what these are, and people always talk about this is like a weak point in the game. So I replaced 4 of your ribbon cables with these brand new ones and left this 5th one as like the original. And I did that honestly because I could not fit with these little metal spacers here. I could not fit a 5th one on there without it hitting the edges. So 4 of your ribbon cables are brand new, and this one was the best of the originals that are left. But if you have like communication issues between the boards, you might get weird things happening, like I don't know, just weird stuff, you know, like your car's not driving right, or things like that. Plus, these connectors right here, you know, if when you get this game, you know, in transport, sometimes these things can get a little loose, and I'm gonna turn the game off here. But they come off, you know, pretty simple. You just pull it off like that, you know. And then there's a little key pin right there. And if you look at the pins, there's a little notch where there's one missing. So that's how you know that this one goes there. And it's a little tricky sometimes to line it up to get it back on. But I've done it so many times, it's actually pretty simple. You know, and this one goes right there. And then there's one that kind of sneaks back in here in the middle. And a lot of times if people ever take their boards out, they get this one and this one backwards. And you won't get any image on your screen. You won't hurt anything, but you won't get an image. And they can't figure out why. It's because they reverse their sound and their video. So they don't get any sound, they don't get any video, and they think their game is totally dead. And they're pinned the same. So it was a bad design, let's put it that way. But like I said, there's no book for this one, but it is online. And this one does have the book, the Pac Man. It's actually on the door, on the inside of the door there. So you got that one. I can't really think what else to tell you, man. It's, the game is good. I actually, this is a brand new battery pack that I put in and installed on here. That's actually what saves your high scores and your settings and everything after you have the game. I mean, the only other thing is test mode. Actually, on Spy Hunter here, you flick this little switch right here. It says test, and you got the 2 volume controls. So you flick it to that, and then when you turn the game on, see if I can turn the game on from the front if I can reach. Oh, I have it locked out. Okay. Sometimes it'll, there you go. So that's the test mode. So you got like diagnostics, sounds, input, bookkeeping, machine setup, channel test, things like that. And it says here, position the cursor using the smoke and oil thumb buttons, which are these two. And so you just push the buttons and the thing will go down. So you can do like player input and then push the weapons van button. So it says like right now it's pointing left, and as I turn, let me go back here. You turn the steering wheel, the thing goes left and right. And by the way, this along the side is normal. Don't worry about that. And so gas pedal, it says 0, 0, and then as I push the gas pedal down, it goes higher and higher and higher. And that left, as I push the gas pedal down, it says left, centered, right. Yeah, my other one, the other two I've had does that as well, so it's normal. Gear shift says high, so right now it's in high. Put it to low, gear shift low. And then if you want to see if your buttons are working, you just push your buttons. Okay, that was the missile button. The missile lights up. Oil slick, it's the right button. Now I'm going to do the right smoke screen. I'm pushing the smoke screen button. And then the machine guns. Let me get that. There we go. See the machine gun, and that's the machine gun. And then weapons van. Push weapons van. It lights up. It lights up on the dash here, and it says weapons truck. So that's how you know, hey, everything's attached right, it's hooked up right. Oh yeah, you can also do your coin shoots. So it said coin shoot 2, coin shoot 1. Excuse me, I'm doing coin shoot 1. Pardon me. And then it says hit tilt to exit. Your tilt is right here on the coin door. So you hit this. It exits out and goes back into the diagnostic mode, and so then you can kind of go back down if you want to do like channel test, and then that just does all the channel. There's 6 channels, so if like only 3 of them are there, well then you have an issue somewhere, and it's usually one of the chips on the front of the board stack. Sounds, you go into sounds here, and it basically has all the sounds. You can actually scroll through car splash, missile launch, tugboat. So those are all in there, and then you can hit tilt and that'll exit back out. And then to go back to gameplay, you can either turn the game off, but you also have to flick this test switch right here, and takes it back to the beginning of the game. And the reason why the high score is still up there is because that battery pack is good. Okay, but then sometimes, I'll be honest, sometimes these games will just reset your high score for no apparent reason. So don't automatically think your batteries are dead if it resets the high score. Those batteries should be good for a couple years. Well, I'm at about 20 minutes in this video, and I know it's going to take me forever to upload it to YouTube, but hopefully this helps you out with with your collecting, and I appreciate you buying the machines. And hopefully today is what, January 19th. Hopefully within a month, hopefully by Valentine's Day, you got these games at your house and you're playing them, and you're having a good time. All right. Talk to you later, Jim.